So Huawei has different watch series for different types of people. The GT series have always been for the sports enthusiasts. So in terms of where it fits into the lineup, it's in between the hardcore health focused watches, like the Fit and the Health, I think that's what they're called.
Yeah.
And in between the tech focused ones, which are just called like the Watch or the Ultimate and all of those watches.
Right.
So, and we kind of get why the GT series does so well. I think you had an interesting fact, or not?
Yeah.
You want to maybe share?
Oh, yeah, the fact. Okay. So according to the latest IDC numbers, Huawei is the biggest selling wearable brand in the world. And the thing is, we don't often think of them, at least here in Europe, as the first, watch brand that comes to mind. But they have gotten so good at this, and we'll see throughout this video how many things they've optimized and they've become really good at. But starting with hardware, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, if you look at, essentially, I mean, it's really very nice looking watches. So you have this kind of, I don't know, hexagonal, what is 8-sided?
Octagon.
So this octagonal shape with this crown that works really well, a button on the side. It's completely titanium, the Pro. We'll come to the GT6 in a bit. A beautiful clasp system, to take off the thing. Very easily adjustable strap with buttons on the side. So overall hardware, I think at least they've got it nailed. And of course, go to more detail.
Yeah.
But this is the GT6 Pro, 46 millimeters.
46 millimeter with the titanium strap, but they also come with a rubber strap and a woven strap. So this one is the most premium version of the GT6 Pro that you can get. It is 46 millimeters?
It is what I deserve.
Okay, fine. That's why you have it.
The sample is going back.
Yeah, it's going back. And then we have the GT6, which is the one right over here. If it lights up, there we go. And this one comes in two variants. You have the 41 and the 46 millimeter. This is the 46 because the 41 is really geared towards women. Yeah. You can see that on the strap and the kind of the lugs and how that all is shaped up. Now, I've got small wrists. 41 millimeters is still a big watch for normal watch standards. So I was a bit bummed out that the guy's version, let's say, was only available in 46 millimeters. But the moment I put this on, I have forgotten that it's on my wrist. That is how well it fits.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, whether it's the shape of the case, whether it's the way it tapers down, or it's the strap, or it's the combination of everything. But I'm liking it. Also, it is kind of summer here, so I'm not wearing full sleeve shirts, and getting this under a cuff might be a bit of a challenge. It is a bit of a chunky watch.
Yeah.
But hardware, it is beautiful. So a little bit of a difference. So your case is made out of titanium.
Yes.
Whereas this one is made out of stainless steel.
Right.
You can kind of see that as well.
Yeah,
and so yours will be lighter than mine.
It is way lighter, much lighter than it seems.
Yeah.
The band is also titanium.
Yeah.
That's also lighter. And I have the same, even though my lug looks different from yours with this kind of closed system.
Yeah.
It really sits so well on the wrist. Like it doesn't, it's very comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do that.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
And like we said, similar to yours, my one also, this one is the green version, by the way, with the woven composite strap, as they call it.
Really cool.
It is very cool,
Line on
right?
It. Yeah.
But you can also get it in gray with a vegan leather strap, and you can also get it in black and just the rubber with the rubber strap, which has its own kind of, I like it. I think black is also pretty cool. Yeah. This one looks nice on camera, so had to get this one, the green. So obviously, guys, with every iteration, they have to say the screen is bigger, the bezels are smaller, and all of that stuff, which is the case here, right? So you are getting a bigger display, smaller bezels. Whoop-de-doo. That's some improvement that there is from the GT5 series.
And then talking about the screens themselves, the Pro version that I have here is made of sapphire crystal glass.
Correct.
Which is like super hard material. You can barely scratch it / break it.
Yeah.
Both the watches are 3000 nits peak brightness, but you have a different material.
Yeah, this one is, and let me get this right, is a lithium aluminium silicon glass. I don't know if that's a fancy way of just saying it's normal glass, but
it's hardened in something.
Yeah, it's hardened coating or something. Different glass. I mean, in the time that I've used it, I haven't seen any scratches. It is a beautiful display. I've got to say that. Yeah. Very bright. A fun fact, the GT5 Pro, the previous model of your watch, the peak brightness on that one was 1200 nits. So I've really upped it now to 3,000. And yeah, I mean, did you have any issues with visibility
No,
outdoors?
did not.
No, right?
And it was summertime as well, so yeah.
Yeah. Both watches, IP69, which is what you've come to expect,
Yeah.
because these are outdoor, sports enthusiast watches. So obviously it's going to have that.
Yeah, I want to talk about that back of the watch. So
Yeah.
usually something that doesn't get much attention. It gets a lot of attention from me because I do get allergies from watches.
Prone to allergies.
Prone to allergies. So the back is supposed to be a hypoallergenic material, nano crystal back.
Love the terminology.
Yeah, it has to sound sci-fi, I guess. Otherwise it doesn't sell. But I haven't had any allergy issues so far. And it was kind of... So I did not use it for so long that I can really say with confidence. But at least so far, it seems to check out.
Yeah, and then in terms of the design, you got 2 buttons here. We've checked out the Fit Pro version last time with the X-Tap sensor.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
This one does not have. The Ultimate Watch does. That one's coming out later. So you have two buttons. You have the crown, which can be pressed to open up the app drawer. And there's app drawer, you can see it either this way as a grid, or you can also make it into a list if you like. But yeah, scrolling through menus and options is very easy because the crown is rotatable. Then below that you have a little, I don't know what they call it, an action button or a bottom button. And if you click that, you can also set what it does. A single click is actually already default for your workouts, so you can easily hop into your workout from there. And if you do a double click, I don't know if it's actually set up for something, but in the menu you can set it up. So for me, I've set it up for opening up wallet. Now, should we talk about wallet?
Yeah, that's a good segue. Yeah.
So Huawei watches, because they don't run Wear OS from Android, have never had a wallet application or wallet support, NFC payments, none of that until now. So they've actually partnered up with a Polish company called Quiko Wallet, and it's kind of like a prepaid wallet.
Yeah.
So you set it up with your ID check and all of that, and then you can add money to your Quiko wallet and then pay via NFC payments. Again, this is supported in Euro and Zloty, which is the Polish currency. That's it. 17 countries in Europe are supported. More probably are rolling out, but it's an interesting implementation. So they really had to go outside of the mainstream, channels of supporting this, MasterCard or whatever kind of credit cards and debit cards. But it's definitely nice that you can do that now, because that was a feature that a lot of people were missing. They've gotten used to that convenience of paying with their watch. And so now it's here if you're in one of those 17 supported countries.
Yeah, I think software is where it kind of it lets itself down a bit, and not so much Huawei's fault, but because of the support or lack of support from official Android and iOS. Having said that, there is an app, Huawei Health, for Android as well as iOS.
Yeah.
So you can get your notifications sent to you via the watch. It was not going to be as deeply integrated as an Apple Watch will be or an Android watch will be, but you can still do that. And let's take a look at some of those features.
So here you can see the Huawei watch already set up. You can, change a bunch of watch faces as you've come to expect. A couple of free ones, a couple of paid. And so you got your notifications that you can enable. And you can also enable and disable specific apps that you want notifications from that hit the watch. So not everything comes to it. So that's kind of nice. Then hopping back, you've got offline maps. Now again, Maps is a good example, right?
Yeah.
So Maps, because you don't have Google Maps, they've partnered up with Petal Maps. We've seen that in the past. That also supports offline maps now. So you can download the maps and use that, which is nice. But as as a pattern, you're seeing no Google Wallet. It's going to be Quiko Wallet. No Google Maps. It's going to be Petal Maps, etc. Is that going to be an issue? I don't know. I think it depends.
Yeah. See, first of all, it's not a phone. So like a phone, you need everything to work exactly right. But it's as a watch, it's just a secondary payment mechanism, for example. A secondary way to use a map. You still can use maps on your phone.
Yeah.
So it's really up to you. Yeah.
It doesn't take away too much of the smartness of a smartwatch because this series, because it's for the sports enthusiasts, you're going to be using it for health and fitness. And so let's talk about that a little bit, because you're getting the standard stuff, right? step tracking, workout. You could start a workout, whichever workout it is. There's a ton of options, by the way.
Skiing,
So if you actually, so if you press that button again, that quick button, and you go to your workouts, you can see how many options there are here. I mean, the list just does not end. It just keeps going. And you can add more here. So you get, I mean, what is this? Air walker. I don't even know what that is.
You've not walked on air before?
No.
Sad.
Okay. There's body combat, there's kendo, there's parallel bars. I mean, and there's more even.
Belly
you know?
dance?
Belly dance, laser tag. I mean, you could be doing anything, and you could find maybe there's one
It's like
for a
they found a
YouTube
dictionary
film.
and put it in there. Like,
I mean, look, I'm still scrolling. Okay, finally, auto racing is the last one.
parachuting.
Parachuting, yeah.
Okay, cool.
But I think what Huawei is really emphasizing is cycling.
Yeah, this time was new, right?
Yeah.
So automatic cycling detection, nothing new.
And it can automatically not only start but also pause. Huh? So if you've stopped
Yeah.
cycling, it can do that too, which is pretty
Yeah,
neat.
other watches have done that as well in
Yeah.
the past. So maybe for Huawei it's new, but
Yeah.
But I mean that's okay. That's the first layer. Let's say there's much more you can get.
Yeah.
And like if you ever used a cycling exercise machine, you have this kind of cycle computer,
Correct.
as Huawei refers to it.
Yeah.
So what Huawei is doing is very smart. It makes your phone into a cycle computer,
Yeah.
and you can kind of see the power meter, the external and the virtual, and you have some more information about that.
Yeah. So if you're a cyclist, you'll know about this, but you can have power meters connected to your cycle, and so the watch can actually integrate to it if you have that. And if you don't, it can kind of derive the virtual power that you're generating based on certain metrics, right? That the watch and the sensors that it uses. But not only that, not only for power meters, but if you have other third-party devices for health data, it can also connect to that. So you're seeing that that Huawei is really working on integrating much more with other external devices, which is nice to see. There's also what is new for both these watches is fall detection and SOS. Always good.
Yeah.
But what was especially interesting when I saw it, and I'm like, are others doing this or not? But I'm not entirely sure. And again, comment down below if you've seen this on other watches. But coming later in October, Huawei is going to release wheelchair mode. So for people in wheelchairs, a lot of the, let's say, activity rings are not going to work, right? A lot of them are standing and steps and things like that. That's not going to work. So they're going to revamp the whole activity rings, and they're going to replace, for example, the standing hours with wheelchair rotations.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And they're going to replace stand reminders with activity reminders, and then the steps are going to be roll counts. And they're going to remove things like floors climbed and distance.
Yeah, it's so nice.
all
I
of
mean,
that.
I feel like they cater to so many little niches.
Yeah.
I mean, from like parachutists to
Yeah.
wheelchair,
Correct.
people. So
Yeah.
it's quite nice. Yeah.
And so on these watches as well, I believe there are certain things that are exclusive to the Pro version.
Right.
Speaking of niches.
So to start with, the ECG is available on the Pro.
Yeah.
Not on yours.
No ECG here.
You get other health things like an arrhythmia, fall detection, SpO2, HRV. That's on both of these.
Yep.
And on the sports side of it, I think you get things like trail running. So that list wasn't big enough. So I get some more things that you don't get. Haha. I'm sure it's in here somewhere, but
Yeah.
it's basically trail running, golf course mode, free diving, things like that. Those things are exclusive to the Pro. So yeah, it's just a lot of stuff for fitness.
It's not only the hardware these guys have nailed.
Yeah, it's the hardware as well.
I think it might be, in this case, a combination of hardware and software. I think we had this chat before. I don't know any Wear OS watch from Android that can last more than 2 or 3 days. Maybe I'm wrong, but Huawei is advertising up to 21 days. Obviously, that's going to be with the minimal settings that you can put on this watch, removing auto workout detection and stuff like that. But they say with typical use, you can get 12 days.
Yeah, that's what they say. But like, let's take practical examples from our life, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm losing about 6 to 8% a day without always on screen.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
right? And when I turned on always on, like this morning, it was 63%, right? Always on. 4 hours later, it dropped just by 2%.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the kind of numbers you're looking at. That's insane.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy we can count battery life in weeks rather than hours. It's like, guys, other brands,
Yeah.
please figure it out. I mean,
Yeah.
Huawei does say they have some new battery tech in there and stuff like that. And of course, there's some software stuff involved.
Yeah.
But just the ease of using a smartwatch. You can take it on vacation and not worry about bringing a charger with you. I mean, depending on how long your vacation is. Stuff like that. It's just brilliant.
It is still unfortunate that it is a magnetic puck charger, proprietary, right, that you get. The charger that's included is also USB-A.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're doing that, but it's still USB-A, not Type-C. But yeah, that battery life is insane. I still don't get it. Yeah. But this watch, or these watches, aren't without their cons. What did you miss, Rohan?
Gemini.
Yeah.
So I also daily drive the Galaxy Watch Ultra.
Yep.
And there's I realize more and more, just like the teens are outsourcing the thinking to Gemini, I often ask questions to Gemini all the time. So it's like conversion of units, or even like turn on my smart lights, things like that.
Yeah.
It's just not there here. There is no alternative.
There's no alternative for that, no. Getting a wallet or an app, Maps app is something, but having a whole, voice assistant, that's going to be, I don't know, maybe it'll come. I don't even need Gemini level. I just need simple start a stopwatch for me while I'm making coffee in the morning. Right. Can't do that. Also, what I cannot do is I can't change these widgets and add. So I can add something, but unfortunately, in the list of apps that are there, I can't find one for a stopwatch, which is a pretty simple feature.
Huawei, are you listening?
Yeah. So that's something I use most often every morning. And so I'd love to just swipe over, stopwatch, bam, hit it. Because I can't tell it to do that for me. So now I'm going through this and I'm scrolling to my stopwatch and okay. End of ramble.
And I think one thing you saw in the beginning was, when I switched over from the watch face.
Yeah.
It has quite a few watch faces. I think it's very personal and subjective.
Yeah.
But personally, I am not crazy about any of the watch faces Huawei provides. All of them are possible, but none of them is beautiful. I mean, considering that this beautiful Pepsi dial, this hardware is so nice looking, I feel like the software and the watch faces let them down a little bit. So
they have, I think, improved the customizability on the watch faces compared to previous models, which is nice to see. So on each of these complications, you can kind of change what it does.
Yeah.
But it seems
like... Yeah, I'm not talking so much about the functionality. That's pretty decent. More about the form, the design.
The design, okay, yeah. So in the app, you get a bunch of options, but they're all very, I don't know. I also don't like them. Right? They're very busy and they're very, I don't know, they're not as a...
Yeah, the aesthetic is simply different.
It's very different,
Maybe it vibes with you, but yeah. Yeah, so those are kind of the cons, the software, the design, the third-party use of maps, payments, etc. Let's bring this to an end.
Yeah.
These two
beautiful watches.
Gorgeous watches. What's the price we're looking at?
The price is, for your watch, the GT6 Pro is starting at 370 euros.
So bad.
Yeah, but that's not the model you have. You have the top of the line. So that one's going to be more expensive. I'm not exactly sure what that specific variant is going to cost. And then this one, the GT6, is going to cost or start from 250 euros. But that's not this model again. That's going to be the women's 41 millimeters. So we'll put up the pricing if we know that specifically for these models up on screen. But it's really going to depend on which size and which materials you've chosen for the watch strap.
And what do you think? What's rounding it off?
Yeah, so for me, I feel like if you don't need the whole Play Store, right, and what it has to offer, but you're very much focused on a watch that lasts a long time. You don't need to charge every day. And I know there are plenty of people out there that hate charging their smartwatches every day. But you want the core things like sleep tracking. It can do it. Health tracking. It can do it. Fitness tracking. It can do it. And they're adding more and more, right? There's golf now, trail running.
Yeah.
You can connect to third-party devices, all of that. And you want notifications. You want to be able to, take calls, put it into sleep mode, all of that kind of stuff. Customize a little bit with watch faces. The app has a lot of options. You're good to go. I mean, I don't know what you'd be missing, but if you're really stuck on Google Maps, if you're really stuck on Google Wallet or other sorts of, specific apps that you need, that you have on your phone that you necessarily need on your phone, on your watch as well, this is not it. But I think this takes a box for like 80% of the people out there.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
A confession?
Yeah.
I'm seriously considering
Yeah?
getting this for myself. It's just the
Yeah?
charging thing, man. It's like
Yeah.
every 2-3 days I have to charge the Ultra,
Yeah.
and it feels so much bulkier than this one
Wow.
on my wrist.
I mean, we went to Berlin for what, 4 or 5 days?
Yeah.
And you were telling me you were charging your watch, your Samsung Galaxy
other
watch,
day.
every other day.
Yeah, the
You had to
Ultra.
bring the charger. With this, you didn't have to bring it.
No, that's what I mean. That's where this is like a game changer.
Yeah.
So yeah,
There it is.
stay tuned to see if I will really upgrade, but I'm super tempted right now.
Yeah. A special thanks to all of our YouTube members and patrons, especially these on the tested tier.
And our beautiful Falkman tier supporters, Rachel, Razpanda, and Paula. You guys are amazing. If you want to see us compare the Watch 5 and the Fit 4 Pro from Huawei, click here.
And if you want to see us compare the Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra versus the 8 Classic, then click somewhere up here.
Do we?
Do we?